forgetting. There's a ninja on my back. Good evening, everyone. This is the 9th GoldFire Studios Fireside chat. So, welcome. We've got some exciting stuff in store for the show, and especially at the end. So, be sure not to tune out. There's our Kickstarter stretch goal will be presented in full colors. So, some of you may know what that is. So yeah, we've had an eventful 2 weeks. Obviously, the Kickstarter ended a week ago today, right? Yeah, last Tuesday.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Sort of a blur, losing track of days. But yeah, so special shout out to everyone who backed the Kickstarter or supported it in any way, spread the word. Without all of your help, we wouldn't have gotten there. And we hit the goal with just 6 hours to go, so it it came down to the wire, but it was successful, and so now we are hard at work getting ready for beta with Casino RPG. Anything?
No, I never have anything to add after that. No.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, we've continued to be working on development pretty hard. You want to talk a little bit about what you've been working on the last 2 weeks?
Sure. You saw a little bit actually in the Kickstarter update. You saw the mini map. Got all that functionality going so that it can take the real world map. It actually does take the real world map and draws it to that little mini map. So we got that going.
And we're going to be showing more and talking about that more here in a little bit as well.
Yeah, true. We also got lot purchases up, so you could walk to real estate office and buy a lot, but don't want to talk too much about that because we'll be showing you that a little bit later as well. And this week and the beginning of last week started working on some stuff that really can't talk about quite yet. So James has told me that I'm not allowed to talk about it. So yeah, this is James' fault, not mine.
Vow of silence.
Yes, so I'll talk about that later.
It'll be worth the wait. We'll have something to show coming soon. So get excited about that. Anything else?
No, I guess we won't be showing kind of the editing of the lots, but you will. There is a really cool editing mode and everything where you can manage your lots and throw items on there and build your building and stuff like that. But I don't think we're showing that today. Is it in the video?
No,
not.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, it's really things are really starting to shape up, come together. We're excited for you all to start testing it out. So let's see, 2 weeks ago when we talked to you, we had just open sourced an audio library for the game and open sourced it for other developers to use as well. As it turns out, we aren't the only developers that were in need of this. So what we released is now, actually just today, it became the top audio library for browsers in the world. So that's a pretty cool thing that we can tie to GoldFire Studios' name.
It's already a component in several engines. It just happened to stroll across an HTML5 engine yesterday, in fact, and it just happened to include GoldFire audio library that James wrote.
So yeah, that'll be powering all that audio, which I guess we demoed a little bit last time. We'll probably have another demo with more of the dynamic audio we'll be working on moving forward. Let's see. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I'm sure we'll show it to you in the video. Let's see. Yeah, we've got a video for you. I guess we'll just dive into that right now. Basically, to preface it, we're going to show you, if you watched the Kickstarter update video about the mini-maps, the first half of the footage will look familiar to you. Basically, we're going to show you the mini-map in its current stage. And then the second part of the video is new footage. It's the real estate office, sort of showing off the early stages of being able to buy a lot and then go into that casino that you've bought. Some of the functionality is not exactly how it'll be, but you'll see how that works. So,
yeah, some of these menus are a little thinner than they will be in the future. So.
Okay, so this again is just generally walking around, and we've got the mini map up in the right corner. So why don't you talk a little bit about that, Luke? how that's
Yeah,
working.
the mini map. You start the game with a mini map, as you can see it in the corner. It's a little small mini map, and when you click on it, you can expand it to a much bigger version. Right now, you see just the mini map with the surrounding city, the surrounding districts, and all the buildings. And in the future, you'll actually be able to expand this even further, and you'll be able to click on buildings, find out who owns them, find out which casinos they are, so you can actually navigate around. And even further than that, this map may be a tool that you can use to kind of call a cab, maybe, and to get some public transportation.
It'll be integrated into transportation. If you find a casino that you really like, it'll you can put a waypoint there, favorite it, and go back to that casino later if you'd like. So what we're seeing now is this is the non-full screen version. We wanted to really sort of prove that this is running in the browser. And in a moment here, I'm going to click the menu and we'll go full screen. There we go. So it does run in a regular browser window, but then you can go full screen with it and run it just like a regular game. So this is not exactly what it'll look like in the finished state, but this is close. And basically, you'll go visit a real estate office in the area that you want to buy a plot of land. You can find the open plot of land, purchase it with chips and casino points, and then you've bought it. And basically, it starts out as just an empty lot.
Every single blue lot you actually see in that picture on that map there, and every red one. The red ones are all owned by somebody, and all the blue ones are open. So you see that the vast majority of the land in the game is actually owned and operated by players.
Yeah, the city itself will be built by the players. It's not something that's just pre-created and you just play within that world. You actually create the world around you, you and everyone else. And it's a vibrant, living city that way. And
you don't even have to build on that lot if you don't want to. Like if you say you're sick of seeing casinos, there's too many casinos in a district. If you want to buy up a plot of land and build a park on it, you can do that. Yeah. So you're not forced to.
Total freedom. Yeah. And so there wouldn't be a casino on the lot right after you buy it, but for demo purposes, we just had one there already. So there's your empty building with a little out of order elevator there in the corner. Once that's working, you'll be able to get multiple floors in your casino and use the elevator to transition between floors. Okay. So that was a quick little demo of, again, the mini map, which it's got a mini name, but it's a big component of the game. It's really going to be integrated in different areas, as you saw with the real estate office. And so the real estate office will also have a market feature integrated into it, which is still in the works, where you'll actually be able to, I think we talked about it a little bit, but you'll be able to sell your plot of land to other players in the game. And not just the land, but everything that's on there, so you can build up your casino and or whatever on the plot of land and sell that as a package. So that's a interesting sort of real estate tycoon side aspect, I guess you could say. You got anything else about that?
No, I think that covers it pretty well.
Okay. For what is turning into be a bi-weekly thing.
We might, maybe.
I mean, if you put a palm tree in the middle, I guess that sort of works.
I've never seen a stripper pole just out in the open in the middle of a mud lot.
So the last two shows, I sort of ranted about our recording device, which worked great, well, for a time until it broke, both times. So we got the replacement. We told you all that. I guess there was one in between where you had to film with an iPhone for the demo video because the recorder broke. So we wanted to get a third replacement, and Amazon just said no. So we bought this new one. We're going to plug it because it's pretty cool. It's called the Elgato Game Capture HD. So if you like recording game video, it's a pretty cool little device. And if you check it out here, if you remember seeing the other one, it was very large and bulky. This one's just this little device, and really we used it for today's demo video. You just plug it into the computer, and you can get full high quality video out of it.
It actually has, it actually works on the Mac.
Yeah, it works on Mac and Windows also.
Yeah. The
other one worked on Mac, but it was you had to use third-party software, and it was sort of didn't work very well. So this is what we'll be using to record game footage from now on, and hopefully this one doesn't break like the other one.
Also, one of the things I forgot to mention about customizing your lot too, you'll actually be able to customize the ground too. I just want to throw that in there. I guess that's kind of throwing back to what we were just talking about, but you'll be able to, throw down sidewalks, whatever you want.
Yeah, so the ground in the game is tile-based, which you could probably tell. And basically you'll be able to just paint the tiles on the lot itself and inside the casinos. So, there's a crazy amount of customization you can do. So, all right, move on to the mailbag. Remember, don't tune away. There's a special surprise at the end of tonight's show. Should be fun. Okay, we'll just start with this one. Just to remind all of you, we don't have a full 5 questions because we didn't get a lot of questions submitted this week. So just remember, if you submit a question, and that's at goldfirestudios.com /fireside chat, where you can submit the questions. If you submit a question and it gets selected for the mailbag, you get 25 free gold. So we're only giving 2 people 25 free gold today because the other 2 questions are anonymous. So be sure to include your username and submit whatever questions you want us to answer in the mailbag. And considering the flow of questions right now, your odds of getting selected are pretty good. So we'd love to get your questions. So the first one is from Ofred2. And they asked, are you going to have different types of poker? He listed off a few different types. So when Casino RPG launches, we're going to launch with Texas Hold'em No Limit Poker. But our plan is over time to add more types of games. So that's actually going to be one of the things we'll be gathering feedback on during beta, see what other types of games you want us to add as we move forward. And that's another really cool thing about having the successful Kickstarters. We've got some more resources now to hopefully start bringing on some more developers and art and things of that nature to have the resources to create those other types of games. So the answer, I guess, is eventually, not right out of the gate, but it's certainly in the plans.
I'll take this one. What happens if an area of the game gets too crowded? Will there be realms? And that came from Newt. And there are actually 2 answers to this question. The first is what you the city you saw is the city you saw is actually expandable. The city will initially, when the players start jumping on board in beta, it won't be huge. There will be plenty of open lots for players to jump into, but it'll be about as big as players are able to fill it. And as it adds on, the player will actually be able to put districts around the edge of the city. So as more players jump in, we will be able to open up more real estate around the cities for them to use.
Yeah, so think about it like a real city. As more people move into the city, naturally the city will expand. New neighborhoods will get built, new business districts, areas like that. And that's exactly how this game world will expand. It starts small, and then as more people come into it, it grows into a vibrant metropolis casino city.
And actually the second answer to that question was, we also in the future, actually pretty near future, not for beta or release, but soon afterwards, we'd like to launch like a second city, which actually won't look anything like the first city. It'll be kind of themed, like we're thinking Western themed, space themed. What were some of the other
we got
ideas?
a bunch of ideas, Egyptian, ancient Egyptian.
Yeah, and all the casino games, all the casinos will change to reflect this kind of
Yeah, and so,
theming.
but don't think of them as realms like a server. Like you have to log into that server to play with the people that are on that server. Everyone will be in the same game. So that's an important distinction.
Probably have to pay a little bit to jump on a plane or a bus to travel to the other city in the game, but that's about it.
Okay, so this one's from Anonymous, and Anonymous asks, are the tycoon aspects going to be like Farmville or more in depth? So this is something we've seen comments of from people outside this community recently, and the simple answer is no, it's not going to be anything like a Farmville type game. You're not going to water your casino, or that would be weird. But yeah, no, I mean it's not like you go into your casino and little chips are going to pop out of the machines and you click on them. That's in our view, that's sort of boring. This is going to be the tycoon aspect of the game. Managing your casino is going to be legitimate tycoon. There's going to be management aspects. There's going to be strategy that goes into it. And it's going to be unique because it's an actual multiplayer experience, whereas something like Farmville isn't, and I don't think truly could be classified as tycoon, even though I guess technically it is. So again, we'll have more details on the tycoon aspects in the coming weeks, maybe even at the next show. We'll see. But so I hope that answers whoever asked this question.
I think one of the big differences between a real tycoon game and a Farmville type game is Farmville is a grind. It's more like the more times you click in a row, the more persistent you are in just clicking, eventually you get there. Whereas a tycoon game it has a strategy aspect into it, where there are actually challenges or puzzles that you have to overcome, like a business problem. And in Casino Tycoon, it isn't going to be just persistence that's going to get you there. Well, persistence will be important, obviously, but there are going to be random events. There are going to be problems that happen in your casino that you're actually going to have to think through. So there'll be challenges that you actively have to solve, and that's different than Farmville because there's not really any kind of mental challenge there other than just clicking.
Yeah, and it's also different because there's a surrounding game world. Think in games like Farmville or a lot of today's social games, you're sort of cornered away in your own world where, I don't know, it just doesn't, there's no immersion. You don't feel like your casino is actually in this world or whatever it is. And so with this setup, your casino is actually a building that has activity, people going in and out of it in, a real, but, virtual, but it seems real, living city. So we think it's really unique, and we think you're going to be really excited about it when you get your hands on it.
All right, next question. When is beta going to start? And that came from Anonymous. Well, we're crunching out code as quickly as possible, and I think we are on track for March, actually. Not beginning of March, but maybe mid or late March. We'll have more details on that as we get closer to next month. Probably the next Fireside and the one after that, we'll probably have a more accurate estimate. But it's definitely coming up, and we're making a ton of progress.
Yeah, we don't want to lock down a specific date yet, just because there's a lot of variables that go into this, and we don't want to rush something out that's not ready. We want it to be ready for beta testers to come on board. We don't want you to start the test and it just fails miserably and it's missing major features that make it not what the game really is going to be.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that was the mailbag. We'll be happy to answer any questions else you have. We're going to hang around here. We've also got a special surprise coming up very shortly. We'll answer a few questions and then we'll show you that. So stick around. But yeah, we're happy to talk about anything you want. It doesn't have to be about Casino RPG or Poker RPG or BC Wars. It can. We're happy to answer anything about that as well. So fire away. And I guess we got a 30-second lag here, but
We'll start in a minute. How many people do we have?
What's it? 10. 10 lucky people are going to see the GoldFire Studios Fireside chat first.
I assume Mike might have had to go to bed. He's in the UK. It's midnight. It's work day.
Oh, come on. Works for himself. Or maybe, well, I
Does he?
think.
Getting a little
I've
bit.
seen him up on Twitter in the middle of the night.
Oh. Yeah.
Can handle it. Man, this is a quiet group tonight.
Come
Or
on,
the lag
guys.
is longer than usual. For sure. Well, if no one's got any questions,
Can I have anonymous gold? I don't think we're giving away the anonymous gold. I'm sorry.
the anonymous gold goes to anonymous, whoever has that username. They're lucky. They seem to get gold every week.
So registered it will be in just a bit.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I got a bump on my head. I fell off the stripper
Oh,
pole.
that's unfortunate.
Can you phrase that in the form of a question?
See, that's why we're not going to have stripper poles out in the middle of nowhere, because it's dangerous, and we don't want people getting injured and suing us. And it's, it's
Maybe
It's a
when we
big
release
mess.
the red light district city, it'd be one big red light district. We'll have that sort of thing. Be 18 plus.
keep disconnecting.
What format will the feedback?
Okay.
What,
Yeah, I can answer it.
you got that one?
So it's going to be similar to how we've done it in the past. We're going to use a user voice forum, which basically, it streamlines gathering feedback on bugs and feature requests. So basically, you'll go on there. It makes it real easy. You can submit your suggestion or bug, and then other people can vote on them. So the more popular something is, the more people that want that in the game, or it'll get voted up to the top.
Also, this is always a great medium for any kind of suggestion or feature or question that needs more of a conversation.
Yeah,
so just jump on here and talk to us.
Yeah, and if you think of anything before you get into the beta, feel free to shoot us an email at support@goldfire.me.
I'll let you take that top question.
The insurance one? Or
The insurance one. We can let Susan open an insurance shop.
okay.
She'll be the only one that owns it, and I don't know how many claims you're going to get for bumps on the head.
Okay, so the question is, will you reset the game after the beta test, or will we keep our savings? So we don't have all of that nailed down just yet. I can say for certain that there will be some resets early on, just because it's really early private beta testing, and there's going to be major changes that happen that'll just force at least some level some sort of reset. But we're hoping to not have to do a reset at the end of beta. In fact, that's not the plan. So the people that are in the beta should have some sort of a head start on the people that come in after beta. So
Andrew's actually got a really good question there too, because that's actually kind of a neat idea. The progressive jackpot. That's a cool idea. It probably wouldn't be. Probably not in the same way as a per slot machine, because we want it to be high enough to it's really good if you get it. But there's probably, I'm sure there should be.
I don't know if you've played BC Wars, but I think the plan is to have something sort of similar to a global progressive jackpot, like there is in BC Wars. Maybe split into different types of slot machines. We'll have to see about that, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have things like that. All right. Well, I guess we've made you wait long enough. Luke is scared of this moment, but so we'll be right back. We gotta get prepared, so don't go anywhere. How's this one?
Probably want to watch it. Very 80s.
Right, we're almost ready. So for those of you wondering, a few shows ago we had a I don't know how it came up, but basically a dare for if the Kickstarter was successful. So we live up to our promises, and we're proving that right now. So I have spiked my hair like high school again, and Luke
I got the worst
in his dress. Yeah, he sort of screwed himself over with that one. The hair's not too bad. I can't even see it. Oh, let's get this up here. I feel like I'm the guy on Ancient Aliens. If you've seen that show, it's hilarious. You should watch it.
I just feel humiliated. This is...
Oh boy.
I really can't believe we agreed to this.
And there's more. We'll show it to you in a minute. Luke really doesn't like the next part, but I think it's hilarious. Just,
dude, it's not any worse than this right here. This is the worst part. Dress on YouTube.
No, I haven't. Believe it or not, I do have more than one T-shirt than the GoldFire one. There's actually, I think, I feel like there's something on the back of my shirt.
Let's see, what do we got? I think your laptop's about to...
But he's climbing up to get my hair, I think.
I don't have the chest for it. I gotta stop. Oh, man.
So is this worth it?
Yeah.
Getting to the Kickstarter? Is this was the ultimate prize, right?
Oh man.
So does anyone else have any questions?
Yeah, I'm ready to wrap this up as quickly as possible. Honestly, so cute.
My hair has not been.
You want to twirl? Twirl.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
You
got your twirl.
You're not going to see this on any other game developer live chat.
Yeah, this will be the last time this ever happens.
I think my hair is falling back down. I don't know. I don't think they can take us seriously for questions now.
No, I think.
Don't go away though. There's another. Oh man.
I'm gonna pop it up. Is that stuff all over your hands? You have to wash it off. I would suggest soap because it's not really water soluble.
I mean, if you want to, does anyone have any questions about Luke's dress?
Thank you, Lilia. That's actually the first time I've been called pretty. So, this dress is actually my fiance's dress. She probably will never be able to wear it because I'm probably stretching it out right now. She's a little smaller than I am, so.
Just wait till you see his next dress.
My next dress? Oh yeah, you didn't realize I actually have like 5 or 6 I'm going to change into for you guys. We're going to do a little show.
Yep.
Little
fashion show.
Runway modeling. Everyone's simmer. Oh really? Well, you'll have to compare.
It's now the official GoldFire dress.
I'm sorry about the high heels. I know some people mentioned high heels, but I don't really keep a pair of high heels in my size laying around the house, and wasn't really gonna go out and buy some. So sorry. Get the
mouse
shoes.
The mouse stuff.
The moose stuff, I think is what she means. Yeah, that's moose. So
that's how you spell mouse.
It's mouse. Maybe it is mouse stuff.
It's French. Oh, sorry if there's any French people.
Oh man, Miss Fire Loke, was it Miss Fire Loke? I think is her name. She's gonna be sad that she missed it.
Yeah, don't forget. this will be immortalized forever on the on our YouTube channel. So
Yeah, you should subscribe.
go subscribe. We need like 2 more people for 100 subscribers. So you could be
Yeah.
the lucky 100th. There's no prize for that, but you can have bragging rights, I guess.
All right. I don't know. Do you think that does it? I think we're good.
Well, we got one more thing, so don't leave yet. We'll give a last call for questions.
Spenotopia.
Oh, it did shut down. Oh, that's sad to hear. I didn't know see that. Let's see. I think the last time I went to Vinotopia,
We checked it out just a month ago, didn't we?
yeah, it was a couple months ago, I think. And my account, I don't know. I've been locked out. I couldn't get into my account. So yeah, that was unfortunate that the people who took it over never really did anything with it. But it's cool to see someone here that was on Vinotopia though. So
Oh, that is actually really cool.
let's see, nice.
Nice to see you smile. Yeah, this last couple weeks, the Kickstarter was
Yeah,
a little stressful.
Especially the
Trying
last
to-
4 days. It was like
Yeah.
very little sleep, just trying to get press coverage, tweets. Oh yeah, that was another. That's the thing I forgot. So naturally, we get all the
Oh,
press
yeah,
coverage
yeah.
like right as the Kickstarter ends instead of earlier on. But yeah, I mean during the Kickstarter, we probably got on about 8 or 9 blogs of pretty good size. Last week we were in the Daily Oklahoman on page 2, which is, if you don't know, Oklahoma City's newspaper. Let's see, we've got 2 magazine features coming up pretty soon. One in Oklahoma, another an international social casino game magazine. So we've been getting quite a bit of media coverage, and it's the stories include all the games, so it's pretty cool. Moose, not mouse. Okay.
Yeah, that clears it up. I didn't even know how to spell it myself.
About-
That makes
Oh yeah. I saw the suggestion. That's a good idea. Actually, I wrote it down to look into doing something like that for a double experience day on BC Wars, like on Poker RPG. So hopefully we can get that in soon. Registered member since
Jeez, wow.
2003.
It's almost 10 years. Wow, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's surprising actually that the site stayed around for so long. 10 years now. Yeah, it hadn't. It still pretty much looked like it did when I sold it.
You built that when you were how old? 13, 14?
Yeah, I was 13 when I started Vinotopia. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I don't suppose you played Skoogle Pets, did you? Don't go to the site. I don't know what's on there now, but I'm not going to risk it.
Is this another one of your...
That was the one before Vinotopia.
Oh, okay.
Did not last long. It's like 2 weeks before it got hacked. Also, I'm not sure.
Custom tiles and connect. Or other names. Yes, I think definitely yes.
Yeah, so there's achievements built into the game platform, which we call medals, and those will be fully integrated into Casino RPG as well.
This is answering, I'm sorry, I didn't read the question, but Arthur's question is also not sure if this was asked or answered, but will there be some sort of achievements in-game like custom titles or unlock or other names? Yeah.
All right.
I think that does it.
All right,
I'm ready to get on the stress.
We will leave you with one final image that I personally enjoyed creating.
I can't
Luke-
stand looking at
Luke
it.
doesn't agree, but we'll see what you all think.
God, that is so terrible.
So, both in real life and digitally, we lived up to spiked hair and a dress. Yeah, I think. Well, I think in this image, Luke does have the chest for the dress, just slightly.
I cannot stand this image. Just so everyone knows, I cannot even look at this. This is just. It bothers me. It bothers me every level.
It's even in a BC War setting. It's perfect. Who do you think would win this battle? Personally, I'd have to say me, just because my hair is bigger than Luke's body. But
this is the last time
anyway,
we're like anything like this. No more agreements quite like this. I think next time we have to make a promise. It'll be
all right. Enough of that.
Luke
can't take it anymore. All right. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Again, we'll have same time, same place. 2 weeks from tonight, we will be having our 10th GoldFire Studios Fireside Chat. So be sure to tune in to that. Also follow our live stream account, and I think you get an email letting you know, notifying you of the next show. But also if you follow us on Twitter or Facebook, you'll get notifications there as well. But again, 2 weeks from tonight, 6 p.m. Central US time, and we'll be excited to talk to you again, show you some more stuff that we've been working on. So everyone have a good night.
All right, see you guys. Get this stupid dress off.